This is the future.
I have said in my previous video that mecha set mods have more potential, and what I mean by that is that it can be useful in different ways other than nuking a room with mecha empowered. We are talking about survivability here in the way of armor from the Mecha Pulse mod. At max rank, this mod grants plus 60% armor for each enemy present within 30 meters radius after you killed a marked target. You can gain as much as a 1200% armor bonus from this mod, or even more, especially if you are doing Steel Path missions or any high-level content in the game. In terms of reliability, well, I must admit that it would some specific setup to make this reliable, but it's pretty useful in some Warframes that rely on armor for survivability. So, if you have a couple of minutes to spare, let me tell you how much armor you can get by adding mecha set in your Warframe, and why you should consider investing in these mecha mods right now before the Sisters of Parvos update. Before we delve deeper into this combo, I would like to share one of the most amazing things I used in my daily life right now. This is Extra, the wallet of the future. This is not your ordinary wallet, as it got quick access to all your cards. An RFID protection feature which secures your identity, money, and cards. It also comes with a key tracker which allows you to locate your wallet worldwide. It's also voice activated, and it's easy to set up using the Chipolo app. And the best part is, the key tracker is solar powered. 2 hours of sunlight gives your tracker 2 months of charge. What I really love about Extra is that you get what is advertised in the video. I got mine, and I've been using this for weeks now, and honestly, I love and will never replace this wallet again. Its sleek and elegant design are the things I like first about this futuristic wallet. And after using it for a while now, I honestly can say that this is the perfect wallet for me. Now I don't have to look for my wallet as I can easily track it with one click of a button on my mobile device. I also don't have to worry about someone skimming my cards. And most importantly, I don't have to worry about bulky wallets in my butt. If you want to get this amazing wallet, then kindly use the link I have provided in the video description and as well as the pinned comment. Go get the best wallet in the market right now. Secure your money with style, and join the thousands of people who are now using Extra. The link is at the video description and pinned comment. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to the video. We will use Chroma as an example for this video, but we will be tackling other Warframes later and how high their armor values can go with Mecha Pulse and with the ability which will be added in the Sisters of Parvos update. The Chroma build I was using in the video goes like this. It has 331 power strength with all the ability strength mods in here, plus 1243 armor with the help of these 3 umbral mods. Also, I added Mecha Pulse for the increased armor percentage bonus. In addition to these, I also added Arcane Guardian for that 900 armor bonus. While it's not necessary to put Mecha Empowered in this build, and you can use any aura mods, I still prefer to have the full set for that nuking capability of Mecha Empowered. And yes, I also added the Empower Helminth ability for that plus a 50% ability strength bonus in my next ability. This results in 381% power strength in total, and I use this to boost Vex armor, and the additional armor that Elemental Ward provides since I'm using the cold element for this Chroma build. So, how much armor does this build have, squad leader? To calculate all the total armor, and the total damage reduction of this build, we will use the trusty armor calculator from the Warframe wiki page. So, Chroma has a based armor value of 425. Then, say that after killing a marked target, we manage to get a 1200% bonus armor. Take note that this is not just a wild guess, but it's the average value you can get in Steel Path missions if you manage to kill a marked target with status-based proc, which we will talk about later. The lowest you can get will probably range from 640% to 840%. But yes, the armor value coming from Armor Pulse is totally dependent on your execution. For now, we will use the highest armor value that I usually get from Steel Path survival levels. Also, we got all 3 umbral mods which give our umbral fiber a 192.50% armor bonus. We also got Elemental Ward and Vex armor active, and these abilities have a 381% bonus ability strength. We are factoring in the Empower Helminth ability here by the way. And lastly, we proc the 900 armor bonus from the Arcane Guardian. When all these things come together, my Chroma build has 17,464 total armor, which results in 98.31% damage reduction and effective health of 59.21 times. How good is this, you asked? Well, it's serviceable. to say the least. And as you can see, these heavy gunners do little damage and Arcane Grace can just smoothly regenerate the health that was lost. But take note that also, adaptation was a factor in this. While it's great to see in the testing room that Chroma with 98% armor can survive high-level heavy gunners, but the fact is, Chroma still needs more ways to properly survive in real missions. Factor bleed, toxin, or even heat procs, and also horde of enemies shooting at you. And Chroma with high armor will just die easily in high-level mission. It's kind of funny that some were laughing when I subsumed Gloom into Chroma since I have high armor value already and they thought that it was enough survivability. Well, if you play in just 5 minutes survival in Steel Path, then that is enough to finish the mission. But if you are like us who push builds to their limits, then you would know that 98% armor is not enough. The main advantage of subsuming Gloom into Chroma is that you are not locked in just using a melee healing return setup, or the dagger and Nekana combo to heal yourself. You can use any weapon that you want, and you can play either range of close combat since Gloom will restore health every time you do damage with your weapon. Hell, it also can restore your health every time the cold counter from elemental ward procs. The only downside is the energy consumption and you will need primed flow and arcane energize to at least maintain Gloom. But if you don't want the hassle of maintaining your energy, then you can just use any healing return setup or the Deku Nikana combo which heals Chroma for a portion of the damage you deal. What I'm trying to say here is that, going with armor builds to increase your damage reduction is a good choice, but you don't need to push the armor increase hard. Achieving a 95% damage reduction with the help of armor will do, and you will just need a total of 5,700 armor values to do that. All I'm saying is, min-max you build to get this amount of armor value, and then add some utility or crowd control in your combo since pushing to more armor values is not a good idea for the likes of Chroma. A single enemy indeed hitting 5,000 damage will only do 100 damage to you when you have 98% damage reduction, but do remember that you won't just face one enemy every time in this game. You will face a horde of enemies, and also, having just 800 to 1000 health values won't do any good at all. That 100 damage per enemy will surely drain your health in a couple of seconds even if you have a 98% armor value. In addition, pushing for more armor values above 95 to 98% won't do any good for you since it will only give a small percentage increase to damage reduction. You will need 100,000 total armor value to gain 99% damage reduction from armor, which in reality, we can't achieve with Warframes except for Rhino's iron skin. Long story short, armor is a good tool for survivability, but don't push it past 95 or 98% since it's not worth it. Now, there are a couple of things that will be added in the Sisters of Parvos update which I think will help you reach at least 5,700 armor value for that sweet 95% damage reduction in almost any Warframe in the game. First of all, Mecha Pulse will be a big factor for this survivability method, and of course, your doggo will also be important since you will use him to mark a target and proc the effect of Mecha Pulse. I am not saying that you invest 4 more right now in one of your dogs, as there is a possibility that the hounds from the Sisters of Parvos can equip mecha mods also. So, just wait until the Sisters of Parvos update arrive, as they could be better companions for this mecha mod combo. If you want to try this armor boosting combo, then I think you would need at least 5 former in your dog to put all these mods except for the precept exclusive for the Raxa variant. As you can see, it's all about utility and survivability, but then again, just wait for those hounds of the sisters because they might add a new benefit for this combo. Just a quick tip. It's always good to have link mods, especially link armor in your companion, since the amount of armor you will gain will be reflected in your dog, giving it more damage reduction. I'm not just waiting for the Sister of Parvos hounds, but I'm also looking forward to the parasitic armor helminth ability, which sacrifices shields to reinforce your armor for a while. But squad leader, this will only be useful to Warframes with high shield values. More specifically, you would only use this for Hildren, Volt, Mag, or Harrow, and other Warframes which are focus on shields. And by the way, squad leader, these frames are not armor focus, and they prefer shield gating mechanic instead of damage reduction since they are quite squishy. You are the PogChamp for explaining that, but you might have missed the fact that we have something in the game which gives us tons of shields. You might forget Ractor Dark Dagger, which generates shields when you proc radiation damage. A Warframe with only 300 shields at max rank can gain about 1,500 over shields from Ractor Dark Dagger at max. If a parasitic armor can convert this shield value to 1,500 armor, and we factor in Arcane Guardian, then that would give us 2400 armor already, which translates to 83% damage reduction. If we add Mecha Pulse in the mix, and we somehow got to 1200% bonus armor buff, then that's already a 98% damage reduction, which is almost equivalent to how tanky the Chroma Build I have shown you earlier. Take note that we are only calculating the armor values and their damage reduction to ordinary Warframes, or those that are not armor based. How much more if we will use this method with Rhino's iron skin? If a parasitic armor can convert more than 2000 shields, then we could expect to achieve 1,000,000 ferrite armor easier in the game. And probably, the Rakta Dark Dagger, Mecha Pulse, and parasitic armor will be a new meta for survivability in the upcoming Sisters of Parvos update. Let me know what are your thoughts about this video in the comment section below. If you want to add something, then feel free to express yourself below. Also, please give this video a like and subscribe to help this channel grow. I have more upcoming Warframe combos for you guys, so stick around and I hope you are enjoying the content. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.
Evolution. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future.